Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'd like to talk to you about social justice and counseling. One of the things we were challenged was to develop our own golden rule as to how it would apply to our counseling future. And I modeled mine after the golden rule itself, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but I kind of changed it a little and adapted it. I want to do unto others as they would do unto me, but also to be able to understand others as I would hope others would be able to understand me, and to reserve judgment and to be non-prejudiced against others as I want people to be able to see me for who I am and not to judge me and make assumptions or prejudiced against the way I appear. And so basically, my golden rule is to learn to be accepting of all in counseling and to not judge people based on how they appear to be, but to just love them as Jesus would love them. And as far as for biblical scriptures, I have two that come to mind, and they kind of go hand in hand. You see, I'm a minister with the Salvation Army, and we've been helping pioneer the social justice movement since we were founded. We've been very involved and active, and in fact, we have an International Social Justice Commission, which oversees the social justice work that we do in 127 countries, as well as coordinate with social justice organizations around the world. And we actually created 5 different social justice goals within our own organization, and they can be great for us to use. Speak, think, partner, lead, and live. And the first is speak. And right there, that ties into how I want to be able to use social justice and what kind of actions I want to take. I want to be able to be an advocate, a voice for those who are being marginalized and oppressed, to speak out for those who are in need, and to help them to be able to get the help they need and the recognition for their problems that they deserve. And it's a biblical mandate as well. Isaiah 1:17 tells us to learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, and plead the case of the widow. And if that's not a call for advocacy, to step up and to speak out, then I don't know what is. And that verse speaks to me and what I would like to do. I work already at a shelter, and I see the marginalized and oppressed every day, day in and day out, and already minister to them, and I see their need. And so I would love to work to be able to address that. The next couple points from our International Social Justice Commission that the Salvation Army have are to think, which is important for counselors to recognize the importance that research has, not just research we ourselves conduct, but research that others may conduct as well, and to just stay informed. To partner means for us to partner with organizations in the counseling field and to find peer groups and supervisors who can help us develop into a counselor who can meet the needs of people and who are culturally aware of what's happening in the world around them. To lead goes back to our first point, which was speak, to be an advocate for change, to take action and don't just watch on the sidelines for what's happening. And finally, to live, which the Bible says itself in Micah 6:8, to act just and to love mercy and to walk humbly with God. And that's another place where we can take action. It's one way I want to take action is in ministering to those here in the shelter and in the world, is to just be able to show them the love of Christ. He didn't look at people and judge them for who they were or what they had done or where they were even coming from. He just saw them as a child of God. And ultimately, that's what we all are, children of God. And it's not in our place to judge or what. And so let us be accepting of all. For that is key in to be able to do social justice. To advocate for others and to amplify the voices of the poor and the marginalized, the oppressed people who need somebody to stand up for them when they are unable to do so for themselves. And that's how I want to help, to be able to stand up for those whose voices may not be heard because of where they've come from. And as counselors, we all could do that, to step up for those in need. Thank you.